Okay, greetings. I'm Milo, and my pronouns are they, them. Welcome to the stream. Quick housekeeping note up top. We've gotten a sick new internet connection. So we now have fiber to the premises, which means our upload and download speed are 10 times what they were before. And so I've improved the quality of my stream. Instead of 720p, it's now 1080p. Instead of 30 FPS, it's now 60 FPS. Instead of 2500 kilobits per second bitrate, it's now 6000 kilobits per second bitrate. Captain's complaining that I hadn't started when I'd announced it. I did say momentarily. I always say momentarily for this reason. Thank you very much. So hopefully you notice a quality increase, and hopefully I don't drop any frames. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on that as we proceed. So, for the last while, I've been playing Sonic's 8-bit games, D-makes, this kind of thing. And we're finishing out that sort of series today with a look at some LCD games. So in 2003 through 2005, there were various Happy Meal promotions where McDonald's made... Actually, we don't know who made them. I have no idea. But games were made and they were distributed at McDonald's. And I just want to point out this rather fetching picture of Sonic handing out a Happy Meal, and he looks much like he does in The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog because he has like a captain's hat on. I don't know why. So, yeah, thanks to user Difegue, or Difegue, not sure, we have all of these games digitized. This is a picture of their collection, and they bought some other ones off eBay and stuff, and have worked very hard on getting them into a state that's playable on computer. So they started with just this one, and then made several releases over the years through Sage, the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. The most recent one included some variants as well, and added an endless mode, and yeah, so it's in a very good state now, but they do say that there might be one more update coming. Not sure what's going to be in it, but that's exciting. I guess the big one would be, where's the link? The previous update, Sonic McOrigins Plus, which got to all the Sonic games included. So there's 20 in total. So that's what we're playing today. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say for now. Oh yeah, it's been distributed on itch.io as well, which is nice, and that's up to date as of now. Also, when Gibbon gets here, I really need to tell her that also Difegue on their itch page has a Sonic fan game for the Playdate. And Captain, you have a Playdate too. You might be interested in looking into this. It's a little like Sonic Drift style running race thing. Oh, Derek's here. Hi, Derek. Good to see you. He's saying he had a bunch of these too. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if they ran this promotion in Australia, so I haven't seen them. I just want to go back to this picture. Like, what a collection! This is cool. This makes me happy. So yeah, let's get over to the games and we'll start playing around. So I couldn't capture the window, something to do with the application, so I'm just capturing the whole display and then full screening it. So here's all the games that are in the collection, and some of these include variants as well. There's a lot of options for us. Oh, I can't see chat anymore. It's okay, I've got my iPad here. I can read it. Yeah, I can read it over here. That's cool. Captain does have a play date. Yeah, check it out. Captain, the only LCD play games that he played as a kid were horrible, so he never tried them again. Oh, you have some Game & Watches now. Yeah, I've got the DK Junior Game & Watch re-release, which looks like a Game Boy Color, and I love it. It's very cool. That's the only Game & Watch I own, but I have some Echo the Dolphin ones. I got the Little Mermaid one when Tiger re-released it. That's cool too. Okay, so within each game, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can have a look at the whole unit, pretty cheaply painted, as you can see. So these are taken from photos from Difegue's collection, and then the game screen is taken from scans. Oh, I didn't show that actually. Hold on. There's a really good part of one of the blog posts. It's this one actually, where they go into the process, how they hooked it up to capture the graphics and then converted them to SVGs, and then they removed the like little cardboard backing behind the screen and scanned that. So it's all very high quality stuff, and I guess I should also note that it's being simulated, not emulated, but all the graphics are taken pretty directly, and I think it's got a lot of love put into it, this collection. So yeah, Oil Spill, I'm not sure about if I know what Oil Spill is, but the Zelda game, which is great. I owned one of those at one point and I lost it during a move or something. Okay, so yeah, when we're in this view, we can look at the back as well, which is red for some reason. Apparently you could sometimes remove the battery or replace the battery on certain models. There were sort of model variations. The European releases apparently were better about having removable batteries, but there's also a little instruction sheet with each one. We don't have a scan of these for every game. Oh, so you got the modern re-release Pocket one. Yeah, it still looks like a Game Boy Color, but the screen like flips open, which is interesting. So yeah, here we'll get our little game instructions as well as any applicable lore, of course. Jump up to the top of each platform, jump on top of 20 platforms to advance a level. If you crash into 5 platforms, the game is over, and the speed increases when you do well. Oh, you win the game, there's a win state. A winning sound will play. Okay, we want to hear that winning sound, don't we? So endless is an option, which sets it to the highest speed and just continuously plays, whereas play would just be a level-based thing. You know, he kind of looks like the werehog here with this coloration. I don't know what it is. And yeah, this one's a one-button game, but I have my controller set up to make it a little easier on me. So without any further ado, let's go into close-up mode to get the best possible view. Whoops. Oh boy. Yeah. So maximum zoom, we can move this around, which is nice. Let's play. I messed up. Oh, look at that sprite, it's beautiful. That vectorized little graphic. I love the art in LCD games. Yeah, get those rings, Sonic. Sonic is all about those rings. It looks like the background is taken from one of the Mega Drive games, maybe even Sonic 1. Just Green Hill Zone. Like game graphics forming the background to this. Although Sonic himself is much more high-res, being like a piece of artwork painted onto an LCD. I don't know how LCD creation works, actually. But yeah, it's very high fidelity, much more than even the printing on the background of the cardboard there. There's no, like, icons or... Oh, there we go. So that's telling us that there's a speed up. I guess the game is just tracking how many things we've gotten. Feels like that's a level break there. But, like, am I supposed to count how many things I've done? I guess I'll just keep playing until I hear the winning sound, right? I don't even know how many lives I have. It said I could crash 5 times. And I think I did it once at the start by accident there. Now that I'm in the rhythm, you know, it should be okay. Unless I make any mistakes. Oh, there was a beep. Maybe that's a new level. I want to look at chat, but also kind of have to focus. Sonic does look nice, yeah. It's obviously modern Sonic, maybe? I don't know. It's 2003, so we're in modern era. But they're using like classic, literally classic era graphics on the background there. Oh, it's getting real fast now. Okay. Did I say this? I didn't say the title of this game. This is a Sonic action game. Part of the first wave in 2003. Not a very creative name, but we'll go with it. Is that the winning sound? I think that's the winning sound. It's showing all graphics at once, as LCD games do when they turn on. Not a linear speed up. Seems like it. Well, the much anticipated winning sound has been achieved, so that is Sonic action game, as we see here. My cursor's showing up, right? Yeah, it is. Great. Okay, cool. Okay, so moving on then. Next is Tales of Sky Patrol, not to be confused with Tales of Sky Patrol on the Game Gear. Japan only. Or the, I guess, the vehicle in the Archie comics. Why does Tails not have a nose? I talked about cheap painting, but like, this is ridiculous. Also, the plastic that makes this up seems to have some kind of glitter embedded in it to make it a little bit sparkly, which is cool. Now we've upgraded from 1 button to 2. Pretty exciting. The back. Power switch. Very good. That's gameplay. We'll do that in a bit. Tales of Sky Patrol. Oh, no apostrophe for possessive. So it's Tails Sky Patrol. Help Tails collect all the rings. Good luck. Okay. Hold on. Just some beeps. Yeah, that's what they were capable of. Yeah, Captain congratulating me. He can tell that I've played lots of Sonic games by how easily I destroyed that one. Yeah, the nose would have added an extra unique color, that's true. No nose is cheaper. So move up and down to collect 30 rings. If you fail to collect 10 rings, the game is over. When you advance, the level speed increases, so similar mechanic there. And we're going for that winning sound again. All right, let's go. Close up. You can, of course, play them in this mode, and they'll display like this, but I think just for readability, I'm going to do close-up mode when I actually play them. Okay, let's go. So this one, oh, I didn't actually, hold on a sec. Yeah, up and down. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Just confirming the controls. Let's go. I did miss one there, but we'll have many more chances. Now we have 3 lanes to pick up from, but it looks like I have some slight radius of collection. So even if there's 2 coming in the same column, we've got time to move around and grab them. Might be trickier when the speed increases though. It's just increased, okay. Lock in. Again, that tail sprite is really nice. It's only one, I was going to say like frame of animation, but it's just like one version of the sprite that's been painted on 3 times. Not painted, but you know what I mean. What? I missed that one. Seriously? Oh, it's too fast. Probably would have been best to play this with 2 thumbs on the device, 1 on each button. Oh my god. I'm using a D-pad now. I should probably be using arrow keys. That's probably easier. It's the thing with the D-pad, it's hard to go directly from one direction to the other. I think Hey, that sounds like a winning sound to me. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, Tails' famous favorite food. Mint candy SpaghettiOs. Okay. Well, that was Tails' No-Nose Sky Patrol. Very short one. But, yeah. As you can see, a lot of these games are quite simple. Most likely it's a cost-cutting measure. But some of them may be more elaborate as we go on. Probably not. Okay, next up in this wave, Knuckles Soccer. I don't think these are in any particular order, by the way. So, yeah, we've got our first sport spin-off here with Knuckles Soccer. I don't know if Sonic had any sport games until the Olympics Games. Okay, so we've got different variants available in the collection this time. So the US release and a perhaps European release, as well as the back. See, it looks a little bit different. That removable battery cover on the European one, not in the US one. Interesting. Well, kind of interesting. Oh, hi, Gibbon. Cool. Yeah, good to see you. So we've done 2 games so far, Gibbon. Sonic Action Game and Tales of Sky Patrol. We're on Knuckles Soccer now. This is all in the Sonic McOrigins collection by Difegue, and I'll send you a link later, but Difegue also made a Sonic fan game for the Playdate that you might be interested in checking out. Oh, and Volgloss is here too. Hi, buddy. Never had a Sonic LCD game, but I definitely had several other LCDs as a young lad. I think the only LCD game I had was one of those like 101 block games, and it could be like a car game or whatever. But very simple screen, but a lot of variations. And the 100 games, they were pretty similar. Okay, our controls here are left and right to move Knuckles, because Knuckles is guarding the goal. He's the goalkeeper in this one, of course. He wants to use his big old fists, and the only position that can use their hands in association football is the goalie. Help Knuckles defend the goal line. Good luck. Block 10 soccer balls to advance a level. So again, we've got this speed-based mechanic gated by number of things done, accomplished. Oh, Tamagotchi knockoffs. That's true. I did have a Tamagotchi. That counts. That was cool.
Did you say Tamagotchi?
Yeah, I did. Did you have a Tamagotchi as a kid?
Not a brand name one.
You had a fake one, a knockoff, just like Captain.
I had a My Baby.
The baby grows up.
I don't know. My baby always died. I had a My Baby and my sister had a My Kitten.
Yeah. Nice.
They were extremely annoying. And we're not worth the money. But I love Tamagotchi now.
Big collector now. I like the Tamagotchi nonogram, like Picross knockoff puzzle game LCD. Very cool.
It's a bit annoying to play though.
Yeah, the screen is bad. I had to use an external light. But yeah, check out my write-up on that. It's called the Tamagotchi Field Guide. So is this called Knuckles Football in the US? In the EU, sorry. I don't know because we only have the US instructions. Sonic Team is involved somehow. The unit itself does not have printing on it, apart from this that says made for McD Corp 2004, made in China. Sonic Team / Sega. It's a bit worn, so it's hard to tell. Okay. So which version are we going to play? The graphics are identical, it looks like. And the close-up. There's only one version of the close-up. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oops. Knuckles doesn't look quite as good in this as Sonic and Tails did. Look at that sprite. It's a bit weird looking, but I do like the Robotnik up there. This wicked grin. So, yeah, it's a bit of spin on some of these balls. Oh, tricky. Are we supposed to watch the patterns? Seems like they end up going with a straight line in the last two positions every time, so that's good. I wouldn't want one to like... Oh, see, I was kind of expecting it to jig for some reason, even though that doesn't really make sense. Okay. Volglos had an LCD version of Cuba. That's pretty cool. Scramble, Donkey Kong Jr., Castlevania. Wow. What a collection. Captain's knockoff Tamagotchi was an alien. They were banned at his school, so it died. Yeah, I get that. I remember we went on a holiday once. We were going on a trip. We had to get up early and leave the house. And we got about 10 minutes away, and I was like, wait, I left my Tamagotchi at home. We have to go back. I was like 8 years old. We turned around and we went back. That's it. Wow, these are really short. Yeah, I'm interested in that Castlevania LCD game too. Yeah, I guess they're Robo Balls from Robotnik, so they're tricky sometimes. There was no LCD Getsufumaden. No, unfortunate. Ooh, Gibbon has some of the LCD Sonic games. There's a bunch of them from Tiger. There was one Japan-only one, and then like 10 Tiger ones. I could only find one that had been like digitized, but I'll do some more digging later. That could be fodder for another stream. Yeah, so I guess Knuckles won the penalty shootout there, using all of his skills to block those balls. Let's just admire that Eggman a little bit more. Good stuff. Okay, so that was Knuckles Soccer. Next up, Shadow Grinder. Now there is an E in there. This is not a dating app for Shadow, unfortunately. Again, we have the European and American versions, although they're very similar. Let's look at the back. Also very similar apart from the battery compartment. Shadow Grinder. Help Shadow jump to avoid gaps in rail. Good luck. That sentence is not even grammatically correct. Jump to avoid gaps in rail. Jump 15 gaps to advance the level. If you fail to jump the gap 10 times in a level, the game is over. We have a unique miss sprite for Shadow. Yada yada yada. Winning sound. So that's what we're going for. Controls spacebar to jump. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I see. They're just like removing part of the rail as it moves. And then when you jump, there are gaps in the rail that I'm standing on where Shadow's shoes would be. Now this Shadow looks good, not like that last Knuckles. We've also got a little spin form when we jump. I'd like a better look at the miss sprite too. But it will flash when we get to winning sound. So yeah, 2003, this is like prime Sonic Adventure 2 type chronology. I don't know if Heroes would have been out at this point. But yeah, Shadow is a big thing at the moment. 2003 was the original year of Shadow, you might say. Actually, SA2 was like 2001, wasn't it? So yeah. As for this background, it's one of the highway city stages from SA2, I'm sure, but how did they get the graphic? Is it like a screenshot or something? I don't even know if they could have extracted Mega Drive game graphics at this point for how they got the Sonic Action game background, but this one, I'm really not sure. but it's a decent likeness. Oh boy. Kind of trying to judge my speed here. Since LCD games, of course, have to work on this, like, you know, quantized logic system. Where there's like, you know, there's bosses coming. It was my skills, not Knuckles' skills, says Captain. Does Shadow jump longer when you hold the jump button down? That's a good question. I'll investigate that. Could they have been given the assets from Sega? Maybe. Thing is, we don't know who actually made these. Who under contract from Sega or McDonald's or whatever. How do I... Let's hit that play button again. So I'm going to test if holding the button down. No. Shadow only remains in the air until the next, like, tick of the gameplay tick, you know? So no matter how long I held the button down for. See, if I wait a little longer until the next tick is coming, then he'll be in the air for a shorter time, you know? Like that. Yeah. I guess you could call that sort of the frame information. It's like gameplay frames. What is it, like 1 frame per second or something? It's that slow. I like seeing Shadow fall on his butt. It's a nice little sprite. He's in there for 1 frame. Technically, each jump has to be frame perfect. It doesn't, though, because you can press it at any time. Yeah, in a way it does, I guess. It has to be frame perfect to the logic frame, right? But those logic frames can be very long. So if you hit the button anytime within that time frame, then you're good. Instead of frames per second, it's seconds per frame, yeah. Okay, so that was Shadow Grinder with this lovely rendition of the SA2 like artwork, one of the key artworks for Shadow. Love that style. I think that's Uekawa drawing the characters there. Rendered in molded plastic. Very good stuff. Okay, the next one on our list I've actually played before. This is Sonic Speedway. So this is covered in the blog post, but this game, for some reason, had been... Where's that damn end of the rail? Yeah, where's the damn 4th rail ending? So this game had a Flash version on some Sega website at some point. Maybe to promote the McDonald's tie-ins, I don't know. But I've played the Flash version of this, and the graphics from the Flash version were extracted for use in this collection. The rest of the unit was, of course, photographed by Difegue, as always. But instead of digitizing and vectorizing the graphics from the unit, they were taken from the Flash game on the website. Good stuff. Okay, so we're driving a car, as Sonic likes to do occasionally. We move left and right to avoid things. But this time... Okay, this is also our first example of a re-release of this game. So I guess these Happy Meals promotions were pretty popular because we had multiple waves of them. But we also had variants of them later. So McDonald's went back, double-dipped, reused the game like unit, but reskinned it with sports people from real life to tie into an ESPN promotion thing. So there's a version of Sonic Speedway with this guy. I don't know who he is, but he drives a car, a McDonald's car. And it's actually a new unit shape, which is interesting. But the gameplay is more or less the same. Oh, actually, it's mirrored. It's flipped. So yeah, again, we got the European and the US release. We've got the backs of them, respectively. And we've also got the ESPN version, which we can play if we want to. So, instructions. Sonic's Speedway. Help Sonic avoid the cars to finish the race. Good luck. And it's identical in like progression mechanics to the other ones, of course, so we're going for that winning sound. Instructions. ESPN Racing. Avoid the cars to finish the race. This does not tell me who the man on the cover is, but we can see a signature, so if you can make that out, what does that say? Tony Steven or something? I don't know. Okay, so which one are we going with? The blue one, I think. Oh wait, no, we want a close up. Oh, that's as big as it goes, apparently. And let's go. So again, this is my second time playing this. Who are all these people? Oh god. They're really filling up the lanes. Okay. Yeah, this is like the F1 convention is in town, and like every person and their dog is in an F1 car. Makes no sense. There's just so many of them. This is very unrealistic. But yeah, this is like one of the racetrack stages. I think the ones in Adventure 1 was set in a kind of space environment, but there were some car levels in Adventure 2, like notably the one where you're chasing the president's limo so that you can hijack it, so that you can piggyback on his video call to Eggman so that you can track his location to find out where he is, even though a spaceship shaped like his face literally just blew up the moon. And you could probably guess that he would be on that spaceship, but no, they decide to hijack the president's limo. So you have to chase it down in Tails' mech, which has become a car. Captain saying, I would have thought the most expensive part of the game would be the LCD component, so it feels odd that it's redone, but he might be wrong. Well, you can predict where the safe space is coming up, but there's no... Like, it feels like there should be collision as you move along, but it's like, as you catch up with each row, there's a big gap there. It's kind of an abstraction, I guess. If they timed this differently, there would be, like, gaps in between the cars or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. I don't know what this car is that Sonic's driving. It's not the one that's in Adventure 2. It looks pretty sweet, though. That big spoiler on the back. Yeah, it's the least race car looking car on the road. What is the most frustrating retro driving game, and why is it Bayou Billy? Bayou Billy is one of those games that has like multiple gameplay styles in it, right? I haven't played it, but I don't know. I wasn't really into driving games as much. At least not in that era that you're talking about. I had on my 64 Mario Kart 64, which was fine, and Beetle Adventure Racing, which is excellent, and I would highly recommend. Oops. I'm doing another run just because, I don't know. Hey, we did it. Yeah, okay. So that was Sonic Speedway. Just for kicks, let's check out this other one. These are like stock cars, NASCAR or something. And our player car is identical to the other ones on the road, which makes a lot more sense. But yeah, expert level weaving again here. As you can see, the gameplay is very similar. So it's like the logic of the game is the same, but the graphics have been adjusted. Not sure how that works exactly, but it's reusing assets and components in some way. You gotta admire it, I guess. I guess I'm just playing through this out of curiosity now. want to see if the winning sound is the same. It's got to be the same, right? Feels like the car configurations might be different. Like I had that line of them on the right there. I don't know if that was in Sonic Speedway. Oh, it's got hard. Hey, winning sound. The gameplay is different. You're moving left, not right. Totally different. Also, Captain admiring the crowd. Oh, yeah. I was going to say like 1 pixel per head, but they're not even pixels. It's like printed on cardboard. You can see the scanning artifacts because these are so small that when you have to zoom in to see them properly, and then you get this like moire pattern. Okay. So the final game in the initial wave of Happy Meal things. Yeah, Q-tip crowd just like pod racing. So it's a gem. God, that's the behind the scenes on that is incredible. Phantom Menace pod race scene. The middle car changes its model as it gets closer. Yeah, maybe it's different cars weaving in and out, you know. All right. So the final game in the first wave was not a Sonic game, but it was a Sega game. It's a Super Monkey Ball themed game, which looks to have quite similar gameplay. It's I Banana Catch. So we've got I here and Baby, and looks like maybe Mimi down here. Bit hard to tell with this printing, but they did give them black eyes, so they sprung for the extra color. Just looking at these ones, yeah, they used a color for the eyes, but not black. Oh wait, Sonic has a blue nose. I didn't notice that, but that's weird. Okay, so on II's Banana Catch, it's vaguely banana shaped, which is fun. We have the back. We have the instructions. II Banana Catch. Help II collect all the bananas. Good luck. Yep, all very similar, and we're going for that winning sound. Okay. Of course, left and right, and that's it. Look at II. What an adorable little monkey. Go. That's true, there are no balls here. It's based on the Super Monkey Ball IP, but no balls to be seen. But I suppose in, like, party mode, they were out of the balls sometimes in that, right? They're not trapped in the balls for their entire lives. So, yeah, it would be difficult to do Monkey Ball gameplay on an LCD. I don't know if they've ever tried. But, yeah. Like, they have to get out to eat the bananas, surely. How would you get a banana into the bowl if it's an enclosed space? They also have to get out to, you know, do other functions of their life. The other characters on the unit, by the way, Mimi is like II's like love interest. Baby is their baby. They had a child, and you can't have a child if you're stuck in 2 different bowls. That's just a fact of life. Oh god. That was going to be really hard to go back and forth between those lanes, so I'm glad we got to winning sound before that occurred. But Baby's also from the future, so they haven't had the baby yet. They have a baby in the future, and then Baby uses the technology of the future to come back in time to the present. And that's why Baby has like an advanced sci-fi visor on. Actually, I don't know if that's visible. Yeah, he doesn't have the visor. I don't know why. Whatever. Looks more Australia shaped. Yeah, kinda actually. There's the Gulf of Carpentaria. There's the Great Australian Bight. We're only missing Tasmania. This is totally different to Tails getting all the SpaghettiOs. They're coming towards you, whereas Tails was going towards the SpaghettiOs. Do you know that? Look at II's pose. I contend that he is jumping into the air, and the force of his mighty leap is propelling him up through a series of levitating bananas. Yeah, that's how I'm going to explain that. Or he got bounced off a spring or something, you know, video games. Okay, cool. So that's wave 1 all wrapped. Looks like a steak. Yeah, the grid pattern over here kind of looks like the seared barbecue kind of pattern. Yeah, that's Monkey Ball Lore. But we don't have to worry about Monkey Ball Lore anymore because there's no more Monkey Balls games. From here on out, it's all Sonic *. There is one more non-Sonic game in this, but we'll get to it. So in Wave 2 in 2004... Actually, I don't know when the waves are, but, you know... Let me just double check. I've got this tab open here. See, they're like listed separately in different things. I don't know. I'm just going to go off the release dates here and just whatever. All right. Check out the ergonomics. Yeah. Pretty cool shape. What is this shape, actually? Is it supposed to be like a McDonald's M? I don't know why this curvy thing is so oddly panned. Maybe they panned it that way because of the shape of the skateboard here. Like Sonic's head is sort of filling this part, but not really. But this is like a wheel cutout, but it's sort of off center. This looks like that shape. I don't know, it's weird. But look at this skateboard. Like, it's got vertices. It's like it's been modeled in a PS2 game, and it wasn't meant to be seen this close. It's pretty interesting. Where did the skateboard come from? Anyway, I think this is like Adventure 1 Sonic. Maybe? Anyway. Sonic's Extreme Boarding. What have we got? Yep. Oh, it's see-through. That's nice. I love seeing the internal components of an electrical device through a translucent casing. The game is truly radical. It sure is. Let's see this. Oh, it's so radical that it's got French on it. So this must be Canadian instructions. Oh, Germany. Maybe it's European. So I've got English and French. Oh wait, this is all French. Okay. So yeah, sometimes Difegue had to source instructions from different places if they couldn't get, a copy of it there themselves. So this is the French release. Sonic the Hedgehog, Planchiste Extrême. Éviter les obstacles et recueillir les anneaux. Bonne chance. So like, probably avoid the obstacles and, I don't know, collect the rings, probably. Good luck. Déplacez-vous vers la gauche ou vers la droite. So move left and right. If you frappe 5 obstacles, then your partie est terminée. Your run is over. So what is the French for winning sound, I wonder? Gagner la partie, maybe? I don't know. I'm not very good at French. Le radical, yeah. You see one more meme? No, Captain. Where are you getting that from? Yeah. Dans un meme. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Anyway, extreme boarding. Let's do it. To it. That's a Sonic thing. Whoa! Music! They used the beeps to... Oh, these are way more advanced. So this is like second wave. And the gameplay is also more advanced. We've got 5 or even 7 different positions that we can move between, although the top one is temporary as we flip up the edge of the half pipe. So this is very like Sonic 2 special stage kind of thing, running along the inside of a half pipe, collecting rings and avoiding spiky bomb things, which is interesting. But we're on a skateboard for some reason because, Sonic is extreme and stuff. Now, I've seen Sonic riding a snowboard or a metal thing off of a helicopter, but a skateboard, I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen that. But here he is for the first time, extreme boarding around a cool half pipe. It seems like a special stage, but then we have that city background. I'm not sure what's going on there. Did I win? With the French instructions, I'm not sure, but I think we just got to a speed up point. And I think we keep going, because the game kind of shuts itself off when you complete it. When you get all the objectives done. So yeah, that's what we're really waiting for. Okay, unless they changed how it works in Wave 2. Like I said, it is more advanced. The sound chip is a little better. But they might have changed other fundamental things about how these games work as well. So maybe it won't stop. We do have that endless mode thanks to this digitized collection though. Oh, I missed one. Dang. Okay. Hooray! Captain is hoping that Wave 3 includes a score tracker on screen. Yeah, you might have to keep waiting for that one. I think there were only 2 waves. As far as the technology goes, at least for the US releases. They may have been in multiple waves for Europe and the UK, but... Excuse me? What happened? It stopped. Did I win? There was no winning sound. Oh god, what? I think that's a joke. They played like a little clip of something. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure. Alright, that is not English either. I'm looking for... What is this? Okay, still no English instructions. No manual at all, some of them. Just trying to glean some information. Okay, here we go. English. On, off, push a button, left and right. Advantage bar. Okay, this is a completely different mechanic. Complete all levels win the game. The players and advantage bar will flash and a winning sound will play. Okay. So that's another one from this wave that mentions a winning sound as a win condition. Should we give it another go? Not sure. From a commercial, Derek saying, okay, so they took sound bites from a commercial for these products and put them in here to announce the game when you select it. That's fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. It froze. It might be a bug. Did I win? I have no idea. I think we had a good go at extreme boarding though, so we can move on. Yeah. Ooh, Derek found the commercial. Lovely. So this YouTube link, let me just check if it tells you what region it's from. Oh, this one. I've seen this. I've seen the 3D models in this. So this is why it's like meme jokey. It's an ad that aired in Pakistan for LCD games in Happy Meals, I believe. And they tell you which ones. Okay, cool. So it's from a Pakistani commercial, but what's funny about it is the 3D models that they use in the ad. They look very silly and they look bad. It's funny. Check that one out. Ooh, Captain's translating the French with Google Translate. When you have successfully completed all levels, you've won the game. The center ring and rider will flash and you'll hear a winning sound. So yeah, very similar to the other instructions, but confirms there would be a winning sound in this game. So maybe it crashed or something, but that's okay. Let's move on.
Dale's Soccer!
Dale's Soccer. Thanks for the translation there, Captain. Oh wait, this is just Knuckles Soccer again. Okay, I see what's going on here. But we do have this nice translucent plastic. And this one also had an ESPN version, which, yep. Interesting. Oh, is this women's soccer? That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to see women's sport represented. So again, I'm not sure who this is here, but we've got their signature here. And this one had a funky flip open case. That's cool. So it was called ESPN Soccer, very simple. But for Sonic purposes, Tails Football. Or Tails Soccer, if that's what you call it. So, having investigated some of these instructions now and then, gotten that translation, I think we can predict what everything here is going to say. So, yeah. Let's just admire that crowd graphic. Wait a minute, who's that? Is that Eggman? Here? Or is it just a weird coloration on the printing? Yeah, it's over here too. I don't think it's Eggman. Okay, what are we doing? So we're going to play Tails Soccer. Close up. Oh, look at that sunset backdrop. That's beautiful. And who is this? What is this? Ajuda o Tails. A defender o goal. Boa sorte. So help Tails to defend the goal. Good luck. Doesn't mention any kind of antagonist here. So who or what is that exactly? Any theories? A Chow? Is it Ronald McDonald? I just can't tell. I can zoom in a little. It's like a rock. I don't know. I'm struggling with this one. Alright, let's play some Tails Soccer. And yeah, I'm going to say this is going to play identically to Knuckles Soccer, I'm sure of it. Complete with the kind of wonky looking Tails sprite. The Knuckles didn't look very good in Knuckles Soccer, but again, Tails is not looking his best here. And Knuckles is a better choice as a goalkeeper, so I don't know. Seems like a lazy rebrand. I don't approve. Though I do approve of the sky background there. Love that sunset gradient color. That was really nice. Like Tails is nimble. He's more of a midfielder or a striker. I would not put him on goal, even though I guess he could fly to get up to the corners, maybe? Instead of jumping? I don't know. You gotta have pretty quick reactions as a goalie. It's bluish with something on its head. That's all we can really say. But yeah, that does kind of fit the description of a Chow. It looks more wide, stocky than a Chow normally would be, I would think. But it is really hard to tell. Oh, this isn't Tails. This is Tails' cousin, Tail. This is a really good point, Captain. Have a look at that sideways sprite and this middle one as well. I think you're right. I think there's only one Tail here. We're cracking the Sonic lore wide open here. I know Sonic characters aren't supposed to have relatives anymore, according to Sega, but, like, what is this? What are we doing here? Winning sound. Maybe one of his tails is fake and he just takes it off when he plays soccer and he puts it back on when he goes on adventures. Does say Tails. I don't know. I don't believe it. Wait a minute. Hang on. Have a close look at this. There might be two tufts coming off here. Like maybe his tails are quite close together and moving in synchronization. This little image is definitely like higher res than the game graphic itself. Yeah, two tufts there. Maybe this one. Yeah, okay, I'm willing to accept there's two tails there. Oh, Gibbon has given a name to our OC character, kilometer per hour. AKA Tail. I love that. That's very good. Let's get a close-up of this one too. That's nice. And it actually has like context for where the balls are coming from, like different players kicking them. That's fun. Wait, we've got 2 number 7s. Oh, they're on opposite teams. You can have 2 number 7s. Yeah, okay. Cool. All right, so that was Tail Soccer. It's very similar to Knuckle Soccer.
Knuckles Baseball.
Knuckles Baseball. Oh yes, worth noting, since the variants were added, it loads in a random variant whenever you select a game from this list. So that's why we're sometimes getting the ESPN ones straight up. So what is this? Knuckles Baseball. We're again being a receiver or a catcher, a fielder. I don't know baseball. Let's just admire some of the details around here first. It looks like Knuckles' team is playing Sonic's team. They're the only 2 evident players, but I'm liking the graphics on the backdrop here. Once again, there's McDonald's product placement. We're going to see that a lot. 2 baseballs at once in play. I don't know if that's legal. So we got the transparent back. We've got the ESPN variant, which has been changed from baseball to gridiron, apparently. Don't know who this is. Pants. Yeah, McPants. Our favorite American football player. Knuckles Baseball. Help Knuckles rebate todas as bolas. Catch all the balls, I think. Don't miss 5 balls. Speed increases. Now, what is winning sound in Spanish? Is this Spanish or Portuguese? This might be Portuguese. Música para conmemorar sua vitória. Music commemorating your victory. Outfielder? Sure. I'll trust you on that one. Can you imagine being turned into an LCD game? The ultimate proof you have made it in life. Oh, you mean for the sports person? Yeah, right. I thought you meant like a witch's spell had turned me into a McDonald's Happy Meal game. So I got unique graphics here. That's cool. All right, quick look at this one. Again with the number 7. Were they only doing deals with number 7 players? Because that was the soccer player too. All right, let's get going on Knuckles Baseball. Go. Okay, Knuckles, show us what you can do. Again, I think Knuckles is a good choice for this role. With the big glove thing, he already wears big gloves, so he would have to take off one of his big gloves to put on a different kind of big glove. I don't know if he would like that. But yeah, we've never seen what's underneath those gloves, and I don't think I want to see, but obviously the spikes are not a natural part of his hand because there's no spikes on the catcher's mitt here. But he's doing well. Whoa, hang on. Oh, sorry. I thought there were 2 balls in play at once, like there was on the front of the cover. But no, that's a ball indicating the speed level that I'm currently going at. I really like the Sonic graphic there. It's quite good for a cardboard insert. And Knuckles looks a lot better here than he does in Knuckles Soccer. With those diving poses, it looks great. This is almost like his gliding pose, the downward one, which is fun. But yeah, Sonic's whacking out these at quite an incredible rate. Don't know who's pitching. Let's say Amy, sure. Oh god. Yeah, these are pretty merciful. Letting you miss 5 times is, yeah, kinder than most Game & Watch games, which only give you 3 lives. Yeah, I guess it's not often that you play as a fielder. Like, if you had to pick who is going to be, you know, the main playable part of a baseball game, you would think the hitter, right? The batter? Yeah, whatever. The batsman. Much smaller crowd than when racing. Well, there's more of them just back where you can't see. Although there is this kind of gap here that implies that this is all it is. Maybe this is just like a small-time neighborhood baseball game. although that would not be implied by this, which has a much larger stand evident. Cool. So that was Knuckles Baseball. That's a good one. Yeah, that was fun. All right, up next. Oh, Shadow gets to do sport as well. He probably plays hockey in one of the Winter Olympics games. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Well, there's 2, but there's also like handheld versions and stuff. Okay, so not much on this one. There's no ESPN variant and no instruction manual, but let's guess. As Sonic, you have to hit a goal. Yep, etc. Now, let me see. Ooh, this is more complicated. We've got left and right and a button to hit the puck with your hockey stick. Sport, I know all about it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a hockey paddle. Yeah, 3 buttons is pretty crazy. They should make Sonic Sports spin-offs. Well, they did. We're playing one right now. But yeah, I agree. There's plenty of Olympics ones, but I feel like the games in those are like kind of simple mini games. Maybe it's a training session. That actually would explain it. Why there were so many balls coming so quick in the baseball. Those are Oreos. They're a bit bigger. They might be like ice cream sandwiches or something. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh, I can like hit at any time. So I just produce a puck out of nowhere. It's a puck made out of chaos energy that I just pull out of thin air. Instead of chaos spear, it's chaos puck. I swear that one went straight through Omega and he didn't even stop it. So he's not a very good defender. He's not even wearing skates. Shadow is wearing skates, which I think is a good look. Pretty cool to add that onto the little sprite here. So yeah, I guess it's just getting out of the way of Omega and then hitting the puck through to the goal when it won't be blocked. I assume if we get blocked 5 times, it's game over. Yeah, it went straight through him. Like, this guy's useless. Okay, there we go. Oh, does he have... Yeah, arms up positions in each of the 3 spots. So if his arms are down, the puck will still go through. Okay, I get it. Does that imply that Shadow is hitting it into the air every time he hits it? I don't know if that's legal in hockey, frankly. But yeah, he's like smacking the crap out of it and like lifting it off the ice through the air into the goal. And so Omega has to be reaching up in order to block it each time. 2 Omegas! What is the lore of this? Captain's very excited for an 8-segment display, or 7, and a score tracker. Yeah, I guess they replaced the like speed up indicator with a score tracker in this case. But it's a very different gameplay mechanic considering I sort of control the action. I can wait as long as I want as well. There's no failure state unless it gets knocked. Every shot is a slap shot, is that what they call it? Yeah, Captain also identified the blocking mechanic. Yeah, like 2 Omegas. How are we going to explain that? So, in Adventure 1, Gamma had a lot of siblings that were very similar to Gamma, that only had different colors. So maybe there are like prototype Omegas that were similar in body shape. So like, I don't know, Sigma, Omicron, I can't think of any other Greek letters, Lambda. I think Sigma was already in the Gamma series. Maybe? I don't remember. But Omega's at different... So what is it? 103 Gamma or something? E103. It was like the E100 series. And Omega's the E1000 series, is that right? Where's the damn 4th Omega? Good one, Derek. So yeah, it's possible that Omega, is kind of the last of the line. There's 3 now! Okay, yeah, we could have predicted this. So now we just have to go through when one of them is not blocking. Oops. It doesn't really matter where we are because they block and unblock like pretty quickly. All this hockey is making me thirsty. Oh, a winning music and a winning animation? Oh, that's adorable. Sorry I talked over it, but yeah, good to see another use of the sound chip to actually make music. Very cool. Oh, I was wrong. Omega is E125, says Jim. But there's a mass-produced line of E1000 units and E10,000 units. Yeah, it was one of those in the Riders games. I think 10,000 might have been Riders. Putting the number on the jumbo screen is cool. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, so Omega, like the lore of Omega is always that he's kind of unique. So having multiples of him is interesting to see in an official Sonic Team product. Let's just double check that. Yep, Sonic Team's still getting credited here. Good stuff. So that's Shadow Hockey. Yeah, pretty cool one there. Again, note the shape of the console. It's similar to Sonic Extreme Boarding with those like prongs at the bottom. This time the cutouts sort of frame Shadow and Omega. Or one of the Omegas, I guess. Maybe they're Phantom Ruby illusions. That's why there's more than one. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so the next one on our list, oh yeah, Big's Fishing is going to be great. You're going to love it. But first, we have to go in order. First, we got Amy and Rouge Volleyball, another double header character thing. So yeah, let's see what we've got. We've got the back. Oh, it's opaque. Lame. But we do have the instructions. Amy and Rouge Volleyball. Hit the ball to gain advantage. Good luck. So much like Shadow, we've got the left and right and a button to hit the ball, I guess. So we have to receive it and then press the button to return it. If your opponent fails to return, the advantage bar will move. Oh, so we're in like tiebreaker mode. So table tennis works like this. If you get to, I think it's 21 in that case, but you're not like 2 points ahead of your opponent, then it goes into tennis is similar, like advantage at the end of a game. You have to win by a certain number of points, otherwise it'll keep going. Okay. So again, we got a winning sound coming up. Let's just have another look at this lovely little like beach background here. Rouge is in her hero's outfit, I believe, where she's got like super spy shiny armor on, and also her wings are a lot bigger in that game for some reason. But yeah, I think that's the version of Rouge we're dealing with here. She's kind of I guess the only character that got like a big redesign between games, if you don't count the Chaotix. Okay. Oh, I don't see any wings on that sprite back there. Interesting. So we're playing as Amy and versing Rouge. So let's go. Huge eyelashes, yep. She's a Sonic character. Okay. Oh, so there is a timing element. You don't just automatically return it. You need to actively press the return button when it's in the right position and when you're in the position ready to hit it. I really like the Amy sprite, actually. And the sort of headshot, mugshots or whatever on the upper portion of the cardboard insert look pretty good too. Yeah, Rouge looks a little odd. Maybe she's just got her wings folded back there, but them not being like part of her character design is strange. Like she has a totally different silhouette. I also am not sure what she's wearing, but it's not her usual, doesn't appear to be her usual kind of outfit, but she's only got the one frame that's mirrored, whereas Amy has, I guess her left and right thing is mirrored too, so she's only got the two. But I like the way her tuft looks on the sideways facing one. I do always prefer the head shape of classic Amy that has like more sticky up bit, whereas modern Amy is more smoothed down. I think classic Amy is a better look. But there's something about the way it's drawn on this side sprite that reminds me a little bit more of classic Amy. Of course, she's got even more of sticky up hairstyle in her, I think her earliest appearance, which is in one of the Japanese manga for primary school students. I think that's a good look for her. Yeah, so this is quite a bit more involved, and unlike Shadow, you're not controlling the pace. There's a timing element to it as well. This is probably the most engaging of all the games we've played so far. It's not only are we moving, we've got a timing element to press the other button. And like this direct competition aspect is good too. So yeah, this is a highlight. Amy Rouge Volleyball. Beach volleyball too, although that's not in the title. Oh god. Plus we get to be a girl for the first time in this whole series. If you don't count the women's soccer ESPN variant. Although I didn't play that one. If I played that one, I would have to research who that character was so I could draw them on my... Sorry, that real person, that real sports athlete, who she is. To draw her on my heroines compilation of games that I played this year. Oh god. Yeah. So I've won a few sets or games or whatever, but I haven't won the match yet, I don't think, because we haven't had the winning sound. That's okay. Our advantage is pretty good. So we also don't have a cumulative failure state in this, which is fun. Like, if you lose a rally, you only lose part of your advantage, or it goes towards Rouge. There's not an absolute, like, lose 5 sets and you're out kind of thing. Which I like. Hooray! It's sped up, so yeah, we're definitely building towards something here. No! Don't let me lose now. No, Amy! No! There's a losing sound. Do you ever get to serve? I guess not. I guess it's always Rouge's turn. Sonic Pong. I think I need to play again, because we didn't win. And this is my favorite one so far, so yeah, let's do it. So I have to win multiple sets or games or whatever to win the match. Let's call them sets, because game is confusing. But Rouge only needs to win one to win the whole thing. So either I'm clawing back from a big deficit, or again, Rouge is serving every time, so this might be a situation of Rouge makes the rules and we all just have to live in her world, you know? Which is fair. She really looked like she was going to receive that one, but I guess she didn't hit her button in time. Okay. Oh. Yeah, if I had done more research, I would be able to tell you if any of these sports had been in one of the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. You got to assume that at least a few of them have been. But yeah, Japan probably put baseball in the Olympics, I would guess. And then the 2020 Games one, it was probably there. I don't remember it being in the mobile game, but it could be in the console version. Gridiron's never been in the Olympics, I don't think. Soccer, definitely yes. Beach volleyball, I think they put it in Sydney 2000. I don't know if it has stuck around, but I know it has been in the Olympics. What else have we done? Car racing? That's not an Olympic sport. There is not a cricket one. There is a Sonic Cricket J2ME game that was only released in South Asia. And I think cricket was in at least one Olympics. Maybe just like T20 or something. I don't really know. Fishing. Is there fishing in the Olympics? Skateboarding. There was definitely skateboarding in the Paris Olympics. And I think it was in the Tokyo Olympics too. I watched like one event of skateboarding. It was not in a giant half pipe, but yeah. But was skateboarding in the Sonic Olympics game? I don't know. BMX was in the mobile game. But yeah, again, I haven't done the research. My bad. But I'm sure at least some of the sports that we're seeing here today on these LCD games are the first and only times that we've seen the Sonic characters do these particular events. So that's cool. I'm convinced that that is the case. Oops. It's my fault for glancing at chat. Getting at high speed again. Ooh. Okay, we've gone back to neutral. I think this is the speed I was at last time when I failed. Oh, okay. So we need to do our redemption round now. Try and clear. Are you kidding me? Oh. Please, no. No. That's alright. I'm ready to move on. We're not going to beat Amy Rouge Volleyball, unfortunately. Cool. But before we proceed too far, I want to go back and play this and then research who this sports player is. Okay, yeah. Hang on a second. Something about the perspective here is a bit wonky. I think I'm playing against a team of giants. Look at the size of them in the midfield. The goalie is maybe a little more in proportion, but it seems like my character is like a Lilliputian compared to them. Which hardly seems fair, but I'll prove to them that even a tiny person can beat a gigantic titan in the noble game of soccer. Has catching bananas been an Olympic sport? That's a great question. No, winning a single game is not winning because it didn't play the winning sound and it kept speeding up. So we have to get through all the speed ups and then win the speediest up to get the winning sound and complete the game. Did anything like Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball include Sonic before? I don't think so. Dead or Alive is like a Koei Tecmo franchise, so there might be some crossover characters from other Koei games in that. I think that's right. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Sonic has been in one of those. Yeah, like the speed indicator wasn't visible in Amy Rouge Volleyball, but it works similarly to games like this, where you do that loop, and then when you complete a loop, it goes faster, and then once you've done the fastest loop, you get winning sound, and we didn't get winning sound. And there's our winning sound. And all the graphics flash at the same time as well. That didn't happen either. Okay, so now we've played ESPN Soccer, I guess. So we're going to move back up past Amy Rouge Volleyball. Hang on, let me just...
Cream puff flower catch.
Cream flower catch. So this is a game where Cream the rabbit has to catch flowers that are being dropped by Cheese the Chow from this tree. And look at that lovely tree. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, it looks good. The front is even translucent on this one, which is fun. But it's also got an opaque clamshell closing operation mechanism. Very good, very good. All right, let's check the instructions. Cream, Corredor de Flores. Help Cream reunir all the flowers. Good luck. Okay, move Cream to catch 30 flowers. If you miss 10, I guess you lose. And the Chow face indicates the velocidad, or speed. Okay, let's play this one. Oh, look at that. Look at the colors. That's amazing. I love this. This is really good. Nice Cream sprite too. So yeah, good to see Cream represented here. One of the heroes of Sonic Heroes, of course. Sort of soft debuted in Advance 2. Although invented 4 heroes as part of Team Rose. Yeah, she's great. I love Cream. My favorite character to play as in Advance 2, which is my favorite of the Advance games. Okay. So I guess we're gathering the flowers, and then we're going to go and give them to Vanilla, who is Cream's mother. Cream is just a little kid. So that's nice. I don't know why they would be ruined if they hit the ground, but let's just go along with it. Also, Cheese is really not making things easy for us here. Dropping flowers at quite a rate. What a little mischief maker that little Chow is. Oh god, oh god. Oh my god. I think... I was just internally debating Cheese's pronouns. I think... I know in like the Sonic X cartoon they actually used she, her for Cheese. But I don't think Chow have a gender. Omo Chow nowadays is explicitly they, them. So, yeah. I don't know. Dapper Chow with a bow tie, yeah. Cheese has a lovely bow tie. This game is clearly harder. You're playing against multiple enemies. Just a single Robotnik or Chow. How are you dealing with the heat? Yeah, it's super hot. This week has been really bad for weather. But we have ducted aircon in our house, which is nice. So we've been running that a lot, even overnight, which is unusual. 37, oh my god. You must be sweating. Captain likes how the perspective of the flowers change as they fall. Is the Chow throwing the flowers, or are they just jumping up and down on the branch to make them fall? You know, that might be it. Yeah, Cheese is just like having fun, playing around, jumping around. The tree is like bright pink, so are they cherry blossoms? They don't really look like they're shaped like that, but yeah, that's cool. Well, we're actually going to be playing this game again, so we don't need to play it a second time. There's another version of it later on in the list. But we can move on now from Cream Flower Catch to the most hotly anticipated game of the season, Big's Fishing, of the decade, of the millennium. Big's Fishing. Big the cat, well known for being a fishing fiend. and that's his patented froggy lure. I love how the button has a picture of a fish on it, and this one has a picture of the hook. Oh, no manual. Okay, so what are we thinking? Move up and down and press to hook a fish. Now, why do we not want the fish to get to this? What is this, a sandcastle? No, it's underwater. Like the sunken aquatic ruins of Sonic's world. Oh, good. Captain does have ducted aircon. Otherwise, he would be dead. Agreed. Yeah, another 3-button game, but this time up and down instead of left and right. All new stuff. Also, note just this backdrop here, which I don't know is represented anywhere else. But Sonic the Hedgehog has a thing for collecting rings. Which line will lead him to the most rings in one trip? So this might have been the box of the Happy Meal that had a little activity on it. So that's fun. Alright, let's play some Big Fishing. I've been playing a lot of the Big Fishing minigame in Sonic Frontiers, which is the Sonic game I'm up to playing in my journey. Okay, I did it. Wow, we got a lot of frames of animation on Big's arms. Okay, 2, but still. It's fun. Him holding up the fish is good. We've also got a lot of tones and audio here, which is nice. Making little tunes during gameplay, maybe for the first time. But yeah, I like these fish. I thought at first that they might have been the chopper fish, like, you know, from Sonic 1 or whatever. But they kind of just might be normal fish that are slightly cartoony. I think I say that because in Big's fishing minigame in Frontiers, there's like realistically rendered real fish that you catch, but then also there's the chopper fish, which looks cartoony and robotic, that you can also catch. So yeah, this is similar to the volleyball game in that we're moving the position of in this case, our lure, and then pressing the button at the right time to hook the fish in. And if we miss the press, then it's going to get through to that castle. But God, I love how Big looks. He is so cute. And the fact that, like, he's there in the background, but his arms are drawn separately so that they can be animated as being in different positions relative to his body, I think is really fun. That's a cute little detail. A combination of elements of the cardboard printed backdrop with the overlaid LCD elements, like in a direct, like, combination to draw one character, is something we haven't seen yet in the series. Yeah. And I think it looks great. Oh, I should also advance my theory that Big the Cat becomes the king of Mobius, because there's only 2 purple cats that we see in the series. Big the Cat and Blaze, and sometimes they say that Blaze is from the future in Sonic 06, but you know, maybe she's just visiting, whatever. And she's a princess, so that was my theory, that at least in one timeline or other, Big becomes the king of the world, and then Blaze is his daughter or granddaughter or something, and that makes her the princess. Or maybe, you know, Big moves to the Soul Dimension, the Soul Empire, becomes the Emperor, and yeah, and then Blaze is related, sure. Little tune playing. Beautiful. Big love heart. I'm sure Froggy's just off screen, or maybe he ran away again. Okay. Yeah, Captain was also admiring Big's arms. Big gets to be in color, but his arms are the sprite. They went all out for the best character, yeah. Do you have to press the fish button multiple times? No, just one time. Big can't become the king of the world in the future because he's already the king of the world and just spends all his time fishing. You know what? I like that. I like that version of the theory. And yeah, Captain notes this is the most musical game so far. Yeah, it's very cool. All right. Next I drink water. One of the Echo the Dolphin games has a nice seafloor graphic on the backdrop. This reminds me of it. Nice sand, kelp flowing in the water. Lovely stuff. All right, up next.
Sonic Skateboard.
Thank you, Pakistani commercial announcer. Sonic Skateboard. Excuse me 1 second. I had to blow my nose. So what have we got here? Another Sonic Skateboard game. It looks pretty similar to the last one, but there's some different graphics. Oh, and only 3 positions instead of 7. What a ripoff. Okay, we got multiple skateboards. Oh, is that like a Sonic Knuckles and Tails skateboard? The colors are right. But we've also got a Sonic skateboard here with a Sonic graphic on the back, maybe. So Sonic is going to be cool and skating again, but he's not the only one. This also has the clamshell thing. Yep, looks good. Might as well check the instructions. Oh, not a good scan. But yep, I think we can predict what the goals are going to be. But yeah, there was another version of this released for ESPN with Tony Hawk involved. And this was a big part of the announcement for the new update. Just to show you when they announced that there was the new... Where's the blog section? Down here. Yeah. Yeah. Tony Hawk's Christmas plus, etc. Yeah. So Tony Hawk is here doing skateboarding. Instructions. Yeah, again, we're not going to mention who this is, apparently. But that's Tony Hawk. Avoiding trophies, because he's won so many trophies. And they're just getting in his way. I like the canal backdrop here. That's quite good. Yeah, okay. So that's the Tony Hawk version. Yep. But we're playing the Sonic version, of course. Sonic Skateboard, as opposed to Sonic Extreme Boarding. It's different. Let's see how different. Similar city backdrop there. And the half pipe has a metallic texture to it, which is a little bit unlike the special stage type half pipe that we were in before that was like bright yellow. Yeah, it's simpler. The sound is also simpler. We're going back to these cheap hardware models, I guess. But it had the clamshell for a bit of novelty, I suppose. Now this is odd. There's like maybe not enough rows of incoming sprites. Because we had 2 rings that looked like they were on the same row, but then they moved to the next row at different times. There's a little bit of weird abstraction here. It's not as consistent as the car game. But it's okay. We can adjust. Also, I think we have a life counter on screen for maybe the first time. It's always been part of the instructions that if you lose a certain amount of times, it's game over. But this might be the first time that's visually represented in the game. I don't even know if there's going to be a speed up or a winning sound for that matter. I took things for granted when I skimmed the instruction sheet. But also I didn't read the language, so that did make it hard. Oh, I missed one. Okay. So we do have a speed indicator and it's a ring. But I think you're allowed to miss rings. I think you only lose a life if you hit a bomb. So the goal is to get rings, but you don't necessarily have to grab them all as a winning condition. Oh, getting a bit hoarse. Okay, cool. The giant ring was interesting too. So yeah, this seems like It's using the same speed up mechanics. We're going to get to level 3 speed and then get a winning sound if we complete it. But it's interesting how only some of them have the more advanced, like, musical sound chip that has little ditties programmed in. But yeah, I'm also disappointed in this one compared to extreme boarding because of how simple it is with only 3 lanes. So it's interesting how they can take the theme and pretty much the same gameplay, but also simplify it and streamline it and tweak things about it. Unlike going from Knuckles Soccer to Tails Soccer, which is the exact same game with a different graphic. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm allowed to hit some before I die? Okay. I figured a hit with a bomb would be an instant loss of a life, but not the case. It was impossible to get both of those rings. Although I haven't tried moving through a spike bomb. Okay, we did it. Yeah, it was Tony Hawk on the old version, yes. Definitely. I can double check the signature for you, but yeah. Things are hotting up. Oh yeah, this is happening, etc. Oh god. Okay, so we can move into a bomb. I knew it would come up sooner or later. Okay. Does that make Tony Hawk the Sonic of the real world? Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, it's a more budget version, yeah, etc, etc. Sonic looks pretty good here still. I agree with that. Yeah, nice back-facing sprite. A lot of detail. Look at the shoes. Good stuff. Yeah, Derek noted that too. Good stuff. Okay, Tony Hawk. Front open ESPN. Zoom in. That's one of the more readable signatures. Tony Hawk, definitely. Okay. ESPN and McDonald's. Okay, next up. Tails' Sky Adventure. It's not Sky Patrol, it's Sky Adventure. And shaping the console like the twin tails coming out is really cool. That's a good call on that one. You can also see the Tornado 2 or whatever plane that was in a reconfigured version. And he's at McDonald's, which is directly next to the runway on an airport, sure. Oh, they've even engraved Tails' logo onto the front of that panel. That's great. Alright, do we have instructions? Tails, Aventurier du Ciel, Adventure in the Sky. Or of the sky. Eliminate les vaisseaux ennemis. Bonne chance. Eliminate the enemies. I don't know what vaisseau is. Okay, so again we've got moving and button pressing for shoot. 15 enemies to change the speed, I think is niveau. Must be. Yep, okay, cool. 2006 this one is, so they were releasing them into that time frame, at least in Europe. Okay. Yeah, I think there's some kind of McDonald's or McDonald's product in every one of these artworks. Oh, look at that! That robotic spaceship up there. That's cool. That's really nice. Might be a unique concept for this game. Like, a new Robotnik ship that we're facing off against here. Some classic Badnik styles though. Oh, listen to that multiphonic sound. Good stuff. I can tell we're going to get a victory song at the end of this too. Tails has life icons again, like in Sonic Skateboard. But they're very cute little head shots there, very good. So get a nice little sort of chibi version of his plane, which I like. Like they've sort of stylized it to not include the tail section. We've just got a jet booster at the back. But yeah, it's a shoot 'em up. This is one of the few Sonic shoot 'em ups. I tried to get Sonic... what's it called? It's similar to the popcorn machine. It's like an arcade game that's like 2 minutes long. It's more about riding in a physical thing as like a kid's ride toy thing. Oh! But there's some interactive component. I can't remember the name of it. Galactic Patrol or something, I don't know. Anyway, I tried to get it working in MAME and it wouldn't work, and I don't know why, so I could not include that in any stream, unfortunately. But that is another example of a Sonic game that is a shmup. And it's vertically oriented too. Oh, tricky, these badniks. Maybe we can just mash fire to try and get a lucky hit in. It's not as good orally, but it's better for gameplay to help me survive. Yeah, Macca's, that's right. We do in fact call it Macca's. The... oh! Triple shot. And a victory song. So the McDonald's app here is called the My Macca's app. So it has like... and they even write it on signs sometimes. How was Sonic Skateboard? It was disappointing because it was simpler than Sonic Extreme Boarding. But Tails Sky Adventure, I'm pretty impressed with that. Fun gameplay. Good Eggman robot ship design. Cute sprite graphics. And I love how the sky gradient fades from blue sky to like purple space at the top. It looks beautiful. Alright, moving on. Knuckles Treasure Hunt. Non-sport themed. It's just something that Knuckles does. So here he is with perhaps the Master Emerald. It's very big. Notice how the molding of the unit follows the cuts of the faceted gem. Nice. Okay. Instructions. Oh, in English. You shouldn't have. Knuckles Treasure Hunt. Collect the gems. Good luck. Okay. Move left or right to move on or off the elevator in order to collect all illuminated gems in 20 seconds. Captain's saying that's Robotnik fused with a cheeseburger. Given the McDonald's branding? Maybe. It's got these like weird sci-fi things on the side. Are they like drills? I don't know. Interesting. Interesting design. You gotta wonder who did the art here. So sorry. So if you fail to exit the elevator or miss and fall off, you lose a play. Lose 5 plays and the game is over. That's a weird way to describe lives. More gems in advanced levels. And we're going for that winning sound. Okay.
I'm gonna eat the rest of my custard.
Okay, enjoy. Oh, that was a Sonic sound. It went da 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 da. Which is supposed to be like when you get something, right? Like an extra life. This is very Game & Watch style gameplay. Yeah, isn't there like a Mario Brothers game like this? Is it Mario Cement Factory or something? It's also kind of like the Donkey Kong platforms. It doesn't even do when you get the gem. It's a different jingle. But I love how Knuckles looks. He looks really good in this. I am waiting for the lift. But yeah, he's got unique sprites on each level when he's getting the gem. This is great. Captain is impressed with this considering it's a 2-button game. Okay, we've advanced in speed and now we're going for 2 gems at a time. This one's great. Wait, do I automatically get this one? I do. I did need to press right to pick it up, even though I was already on the platform. Oh, he's looking. He's looking. He can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Oh no! I got pushed into the ceiling and lost a play. The Master Emerald allows him to feel. Okay, let's jump across there. Yeah, we did it. Wait, no! There's a time limit too. Wow, okay. There's some mechanics in this one. Yeah, this is great. The Knuckles treasure hunt levels were my favorite ones in Adventure 1, but I think they ruined them in Adventure 2. That's my hot take. They're way less fun. Oh, was that it? Or was it that flashing just indicating that I had moved to the next level, perhaps? Okay. Part of it is that the radar only points to one of the 3 objectives at a time, which is a big issue. But also the levels are like more complex and tedious. Okay, oh god, no! It's okay, I've got 3 plays left. I have to memorize it in my head because the game isn't going to tell me. Oh god, oh that was so close. Okay. Quick Knuckles! Before the gem disappears for some reason. Another freebie. Oh! If only getting squashed turned you into a crab. Have you played Super BC Kid? Because that's literally what happens in that game. If you get squashed by like a stone block, it turns you into a crab. You might have watched my stream of it, frankly. Okay. Oops. I think the left middle sprite is my favorite one, where he's holding an arm up in the air. What? Did I... Wait, what? I don't know what... Yeah, okay. Oh, 4 now, gosh. We're getting... Oh! No! I thought I could quickly jet across there. Okay, you need to actually give me lifts. Thank you. No! I love him falling down like that. Okay, I gotta be really careful. I think I'm on my last life, so... I was sort of worried about the gems disappearing, but... Yeah. I can't rush things too much. Cool. Yes, it is like Donkey Kong fall damage. If you step into empty space and then fall into an elevator, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So yeah, answering that question. Okay, come on. Oh, tight. Captain did watch me play Super BC Kid and get squashed into a crab. Good. Thank you for watching. Oops, no! I wasn't thinking... Ugh, Knuckles did not get all his treasure. Game over. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one again. Don't want to run too long today. But that's probably one of my favorites of the whole bunch. Sort of Mario Cement Factory gameplay. Like, it's more ambitious, kind of, you know, which I like. So yeah, good stuff. Knuckles Treasure Hunt. And it's like something that he actually does in the games. It's like replicating gameplay from Adventure. Yeah. Alright, next one.
Shadow basketball.
Shadow Basketball, or this guy basketball, playing for the Rakes, the Rakers, the LA Rakers. Oh, it credits the photo, but not the player. That's funny. All right, so that's the ESPN version, but this is the Shadow version. Remember when Shadow played basketball against Omega? Wait a minute. I think I can predict where this is going. We got the transparent thingy. Having a look here. Number 5. That says 15. And that says 5. So we're playing as a different person. Also, this guy appears to be bald, and this guy appears to have hair. I don't know. I don't like that. It's like they're advertising it with this person, but then you're not playing as them in the game. Because they couldn't be bothered to make the sprite look like them. Disappointing. Okay. Instructions. Shadow Basket. Oh, Raptors. Okay. A Canadian team. Maybe you're playing against him? I don't know. Maybe. We also have a double-digit score tracker because we have to get to 18. Now, the instructions for the ESPN version might help us because they're in English and the gameplay should be identical. So we need to make 9 baskets. So we had to get 9 goals in hockey. But it's the same here, except they're 2-pointers, so it goes to 18. No defender, or where there's a defender with his arms down. Then press shoot to make a basket, and you always make a basket, because you're just that good. Etc., etc. Winning sound. Okay, cool. In this case, I'm curious what it says. So, a defender, like more defenders in the 6th one. Advance the level, speed of game, like, accumulates, and more defenders appear. Yeah. It's pretty basic language, but, like, more Omegas are appearing somehow. Again, we get a nice orange sky back there, which I enjoy. But yeah, this is identical gameplay to Shadow Hockey, it looks like, which, you know, is unfortunate. Little disappointing, but that's okay. I think hockey is more funny for Shadow to do than basketball, probably. Because it involves, like, you know, the skates and the stick and everything. But again, we're producing basketballs out of nothing with the chaos energies that Shadow has command over as the ultimate life form. So that's good to see. He can create pucks, he can create basketballs. They even look like basketballs. They're not just glowing orbs of energy. Win. Oops. Okay, these are kind of moving quickly, maybe quicker than in Shadow Hockey, but I don't know if the game logic was digitized, because the initial blog post about this called it a simulator, not an emulator. But Yeah, so I don't know if it's like perfectly replicating the game logic of the original unit, but I'm going to assume that with the amount of care put into this collection, that it's a decent approximation of the real thing. And I would further assume that they're just reusing the code between the two. So they probably play identically, and I'm just identifying patterns that weren't really there or something. Put your arms up. Why did I do that? Oh, I won. Okay, great. That's a really good point, Captain. Only blocking when the arms are up makes way more sense in basketball than ice hockey. Oh, your power's going out? Ooh, okay, that's unfortunate. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you don't lose power for too long. Yeah, okay. Well, that was, yeah, like Captain said, maybe a better gameplay. Like, it makes more sense for basketball than it did for ice hockey. Also, four-armed Omega, very good. But since I played hockey first, I'm disappointed this is a reskin. Judging by the release years, then this one was also second. Oh, right. Not from a storm, but from renovation. They're installing new kitchen stuff. Damn, I wish that were me. I got an electrician over last week to get a quote on putting an induction stovetop in, and I have not heard back, and I'm kind of annoyed how long it's taking. But that's okay. I will be patient. Maybe try another electrician, but like this is the electrician that we always use, so I'd have to like research a different one, which is annoying. New stove, new oven, new extractor fan. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's awesome. Well done. Yeah, we're also getting a new oven, but not the fan.
Rogue and Amy Dennis.
Okay, so the ad pronounced it as Rogue, which is a common typo. It's actually Rouge. So poor quality control there. But the ESPN version of the tennis game, of course, Venus and Serena Williams. Or in this case, Serena and Venus Williams. One of them has some voice parts on Avatar Legend of Korra, because like she's a big fan of the show. So I guess it's the sisters playing against each other, presumably. But not here, because we're being Sonic. Actually, let me just double check. Yep, instructions, etc. Oh, it's same advantage system as volleyball. Good, good, good. Makes sense in tennis too. But again, it's Amy and Rouge versing each other, and again, Amy is the playable character. Nice pink translucent display. We've got English instructions. Help Amy hit the ball to gain advantage. Press the button to return the ball. Amy! In all caps. And the advantage bar will flash in your favor, and a winning sound will play. So we could not complete volleyball, but can we complete Amy and Rouge tennis? This time, they're holding tennis rackets. The sprites are identical. In both cases, I'm pretty sure. At least very similar. But they've put a racket in their hands this time. A perfectly round racket. Maybe they made it out of a ring. I don't know. Rackets aren't round. That's weird. They're not even round in like squash or anything. They're never round. They're always ovoid. Or like ellipses of some kind. Ovoid, I guess, is egg-shaped, which would imply that they're thinner on one side than the other, which I don't think is the case. Is it? I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I have a tennis racket. I use it for beating out a rug. And we don't even have that rug anymore. So, yeah, I just kept it, I guess, in case I ever needed it. Yeah. When we lived in a house that was all wood floors, we had a rug. And I would hang it on the washing line and smack it when I wanted to get the dust out of it, because we did not have a vacuum cleaner. This is when we first moved out together. We're at uni, and we're poor. So we had a broom for sweeping. And a tennis racket for rug beating. And then when we moved to this city, Canberra, we bought a vacuum cleaner and it was glorious. And we've still got that same one. Although now we also have a robot vacuum, which is brand new. Well, not brand new. It's new to us. We bought it secondhand, real cheap. But it's a recent acquisition and it has helped a lot. Anyway, that's my tales of house cleaning. More females for you to draw. Well, there's no new ones here because I was already playing this. Oh, you want me to play Venus and Serena tennis? I suppose I could do that. But then I would have to decide if we're playing as Serena or Venus. I don't know, has one of them been cancelled? Then we could just decide. But yeah, interesting conundrum there because they look very similar being sisters. Especially when drawn in the medium of LCD game display. But yeah, we can give Serena and Venus ESPN tennis a spin. Maybe the relative positions on them on the unit would give us an indication because this is Amy and Rouge, right? Amy's on the left and Rouge is on the right. So Serena, I think, was on the left and Venus was on the right. So considering everything else is very similar, we can then assume that Serena is the playable character and Venus is the opposition character person. They're not characters. They live in real life, Earth. Okay. I feel like this ball moves more than the volleyball side to side, but again, this is probably just a false assumption thing. Ah! No! Oh my god, it got so hard. Alright, considering the gameplay is so similar, I'm not going to do another round of that one. But we can give it a go to the other one. So, oh, it's Amy and Rouge, but Rouge is on the left of the unit and Amy's on the right. So if that follows, then we would be playing as Venus, right? Do the instructions illuminate anything? It kind of looks like the player is white, which is not good, but whatever. It's just a limitation of the graphics, let's say. Alright, let's play a round of ESPN tennis. I like the thumbs up and thumbs down. Okay. It's interesting how the graphics are kind of abstracted here. Like, the opponent is like a silhouette. And our player doesn't even have legs. It's kind of cool. And like, it's not just a mirrored sprite either. The left and right positions have different graphics. I like that. I also like how they're kind of simplified, like they have no face, you know. Very simple look. But there's also detail in the hair flowing, which is fun. Also, note the ellipsoid shape of the tennis rackets. Another thing I notice is that the racket is always present on the sprite, unlike in Amy and Rouge, where it would only appear as you hit the ball. In this, it appears, well, it's supposed to, I guess, animate and change position as you hit the ball, but instead it just draws a second one in place. I don't know if that's true to the unit, but again, I'm going to assume it is. But you would expect it to disappear from your hand as you make that hit, and then it is drawn in the other position, but whatever, it's fine. The ball also has a different graphic, while we're noting inconsequential details. Given saying, this is neat, I like the willowy aesthetic. Yeah, totally. Willowy is a really good way to describe it, actually, of the way the characters are drawn. Okay, Captain's back on his phone. The house gets really hot fast when the aircon's turned on. Well, on a 37-degree day, I am not surprised. The opponent looks like a fencer. Yeah, it's kind of like that pose, isn't it? Okay, whoop. Yeah, so I think we're playing as Venus, but I don't know. I'll work it out later. Just based on the positioning on the unit compared to Rouge and Amy. I'm going to make that assumption. Perhaps. Whoop. I win! Okay, we're at the speedy level again. Whoop. Exciting rallies. Now, tennis has got to be in an Olympics game, right? It's got to be. Basketball too, maybe? I don't know if ice hockey is in a Winter Olympics, but you got to assume it is. There's only so many winter sports, right? There's no winter volleyball. There's no winter soccer. Soccer's already a winter sport, but it's in the Summer Olympics. Well, I think of it as a winter sport because that's when we played our seasons. When I was a wee child, a wee bairn. Oh, no. No! It's falling apart. I'm throwing. Okay. It's done. So that was ESPN Tennis, aka Amy and Rouge Tennis. Note the different ball graphics. Pretty interesting. Alright, our second last game for today. Snow volleyball. Yeah, you make a snowball from the ground. Yeah. So our second last game in this collection is Cream Flower Catch 2005, a different variation of Cream Flower Catch. Let's have a look at... Oh, cheese! Very cute. Good stuff. Also, the whole unit is shaped like a flower now. That's extremely cute, although it has 5 petals. The ones in the game only have 4. Get your act together, McDonald's. Oh, it's the same backdrop. Okay. So this is what I noted before, is that there's new graphics compared to this version of the game, which had the exclamation marks for if you miss something, like a surprise, an alarm. But this one has little music notes, presumably for when you catch something, and different graphics for a flower falling on the ground. Other than that, they're identical, it looks like. But I do appreciate the shape of the thing, and we don't have instructions. Let's play around. Go. It did the diddle-it sound from the Knuckles Treasure Hunt game. So that's good. They've incorporated that too. That's an advancement. And yes, we are getting our little music note speech bubble whenever we grab a flower. That's cute. It's a better indication that you've succeeded, right? I think. But playing the little note every time you grab a flower at a swell, maybe not so much. I think that's a bit much. It's a bit too noisy. I'm also noting that the flower patterns are different. So before there was a lot of like doubling up in the same row, and in this one it's more single flowers at a time. I don't know if that's going to change, but it feels like they've adjusted the game logic for this release as well. Overall, this seems to be a better version. Okay, we are getting multiples now, but it's easier to grab them as they come down. Yeah, this is definitely the superior Cream's Flower Catch, in case you were wondering. Unlike Sonic Skateboarding, where the earlier one was better, we've got the later one being better here. Oh, and that was a miss counter. That counts up as you miss flowers to get to a fail state. But we didn't actually get to a win state, so let's have another go. Try and get that winning sound. Oh, Given has just spotted the Billy and the Billy Hatcher one at the bottom. Yes, that'll be our last game. Just like I got a Super Monkey Ball game in this line, there was another Sega property represented with Billy Hatcher, but yes, we'll get there. Oops. Captain noting many flowers in the same row, which, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which makes the gameplay kind of simpler at the early stages. So Billy Hatcher is from his own game. Sonic Team made a game on the GameCube called Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. It got a set of tracks and a playable character in Sonic and All-Stars. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, the first one. Oh boy, this is tough. What's that sound effect? I feel like I recognize it. Oh god. Whoa. A winning sound and a winning animation. That was incredible. Really good stuff. And a nice upgrade from the earlier Cream Flower Catch. Yeah, I love it. The ultimate Cream Flower Catch experience. That's right. This is Cream Flower Catch Deluxe. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, love that one. Simple but effective. And like they tweaked the how the game flow. I think it works better in this one. Yeah, good stuff. All right, final one today. Billy's Giant Egg. So this is Billy Hatcher, also known as Sonic's human sonar. He has 3 friends. One is like a big tough guy. One is like a little weedy nerdy guy, and one is a girl. So he's exactly the same with the Knuckles, Tails, and Amy. Yeah, his character design is Sonic-esque. It's got like a speckled egg pattern on the clamshell. Okay. No instructions, unfortunately, but yeah, nice to see Billy Hatcher represented there as well. It sucks that we didn't get a Knights game in this series, but this is the era, 2003 to 2005, like GameCube times. But yeah, like Sonic Team. The interesting thing is, like, Super Monkey Ball is not a Sonic Team game, but Billy Hatcher is. Anyway, yeah, okay, let's play it. Billy Hatcher. It's a Billy Hatcher video game. Did you know there was more than one? Yeah, he's got 3 whole friends. That's right. Oh yeah, that jingle was probably also in the Knuckles game if I'd managed to win that. That's a good point, Captain. Derek got one of these from McDonald's and didn't know who Billy Hatcher was. That's hilarious. That's great. Captain's hot take is he does not like the Nights into Dreams games. Wow, have you played... You know what? That's fair. I'm not going to police that. But if you've only played Journey of Dreams, then you might want to try the original. So, Billy Hatcher rolls around a giant egg. More than one, despite the title being The Giant Egg. He gets lots of giant eggs. And he rolls around, he collects fruit, and if he collects enough fruit, then it hatches into a little animal friend. Like this. That's the frickin' Billy Hatcher theme! That's great! They made unique, chippy little music for this thing, even though the gameplay is quite simple and like very similar to the skateboarding one or the race car one. They've, yeah, put some effort into like the graphics and the sound on this one. I love it. Very impressed with this one. So Billy Hatcher is a human child who is sent to a world of fantastical creatures and such. And it is being threatened by, what are they called? Crows? Who are like, not actual crows, but just like magical evil creatures or something. And he channels the power of the god of chickens or something, so he can go cook-a-doodle-doo. And when you do that in game is when the egg hatches. Even though he is, I guess, a rooster, he can hatch an egg. He's channeling the female energy to hatch the egg. And that is the story, as I recall it. It's just like Tony Hawk trying to avoid pitfalls. Captain has seen gameplay for this? Okay, cool. So you're a huge Sega fan, apparently. The egg gets bigger on the counter. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? It's good too. Yeah, different eggs have different effects. Oh, you mean for the GameCube game, not for this LCD game. Yeah, different eggs have different effects, and you can bounce high on the egg. You're correct on all counts. Yes, that is how Billy Hatcher works. But in this game, you just roll an egg down past some spikes. That is Billy Hatcher gameplay, as far as Happy Meal customers are concerned. Yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. Nice to see a little non-Sonic stuff happening too. But what I love about the complete collection, now that we've done them all, is how they put the spotlight on, particular characters. Amy has to share with Rouge, unfortunately, but like, you can have a big game, like it's a whole game just about big. Sure, it's just a little simple LCD game, but like it celebrates the cast, by giving them individual things to do. That's a lot of fun. It's not all just like Sonic Soccer, Sonic Treasure Hunt, Sonic Basketball. You get to have different characters doing different things, and that's cool. That's fun. I like that. Yeah.
Rogue and Amy Dennis.
So true. Yeah, well, we've kind of looked at them all now, and, some were more impressive than others, but yeah, great stuff, and definitely some were more impressive than I expected from a essentially free giveaway Happy Meal toy. I guess the only thing left is to look forward to this potential ultimate update sometime next year. So keep an eye out on that. I'll drop a follow on Difegue on itch so that I will be notified if such a thing comes to pass, and I'll be very interested to see it, see what could be added to this collection, which seems so comprehensive at the moment, So yeah, good stuff. What's the time? I really should end, but there are other Sonic LCD games, not just the Happy Meal ones. In fact, Sonic Wiki has a big list here. So, like, this is a Japanese one, which, recognizable LCD gameplay. But Tiger Electronics made a bunch of them as well. So many, including one tying into the Sonic Underground cartoon, which is pretty unique. Unfortunately, the only one that I could find on a quick search that was, like, playable is the original release, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 1991, Tiger LCD game. So I figure I'll take that out for a quick spin before I finish today, considering that's the only one that I found. Sorry, I should have been capturing my browser there, but you would have seen it. Ooh, Captain has a kitchen. That was quick. Good on ya. Nice. Enjoy cooking. So yeah, there's tons of Tiger games. A Spinball game. Amazing Sonic. This is one of the flip things, like a Star Trek communicator. Even a Sonic R one, which is nice. But yeah, like I say, the only one I could find that was digitally playable is the first one, which is on archive.org. So I'll have a little go on that. Whoa, look at all these sprites. Okay, when I was testing this, I had to press that button and then exit a few times to get it to display correctly. Like actually full instead of cropped. So I don't know if this is going to work very well, but we'll try it out. That was something approaching a tune. So we can move and we can jump. And this buzz bomber is going to like totally menace us. But there's actual in-game music, which is fun. Can I not defeat this thing? Do I need to just keep running and avoid its shots, maybe? You get a little speed line behind you, which is cute. Wait, did I miss an invincibility there? Gimme. Oh, I died. My score is still 0. Time counting down? Oh, I'm flashing. Oh, that's time for how long my invincibility lasts. See, there's a fair number of mechanics here. I don't know what the, like, platforms below are for. Are they just to indicate progress along the level? Like, that you're moving, you know? That could be it. Because you're standing on ground there. But yeah, nice detailed backdrop. I like that a lot. How do you get points? I wish I knew. Yeah, no idea. I don't appear to be able to, like, attack that bee. Like, when I jump, I don't get enough clearance. Okay, the music is on a very short loop and is getting annoying. How did I miss that invincibility monitor? Well, I've got it now. Might as well run as fast as I can. He doesn't have the trail behind him, though. Yeah, there's a lot I don't understand about this. I could probably find the instructions if I looked hard enough, but it's a little complex. Oh, hang on. I went up higher. How did I do that? I have no idea. Okay, there. By holding the button? No. By mashing the button? I have no idea. Yeah, so I found a scan of the instruction manual for Tiger's Sonic Spinball, but not for this game, at least not in a quick search. So I have no idea how to play, but I like Sonic Sprite, it looks good. This is classic Sonic, clearly. Being released in 1991, that's not surprising. But yeah, it's like different eras of LCD game. Obviously more budget went into this one, right? It's Tiger, so not too much budget. I was just watching a video yesterday about Tiger's brand of mini music players called Hit Clips. And the sound quality on them is awful, but they're more about being collectible than being good music players. So I finally managed to hit the Buzz Bomber twice even. I still don't know how I did it, but that is what gave us score. So maybe we need to beat it a certain number of times in this level to progress, right? You need a score gate to progress, maybe. Because I'm trying to run to the right as far as I can to maybe finish the level, but that might not be the progression criterion. Excuse me. Is this the hardest Sonic game? No, surely not. Probably Secret Rings, I don't know. What's the hardest? Yeah, I don't know. This one's pretty tricky just because I don't know what I'm doing. Are the platform springs? They might be. That might be it. But yeah, I'm not willing to like put in the amount of time here. This is just a little bonus tack on at the end. Just a little bit of fun to show the other LCD game that I'd managed to find that had been digitized. Oh, it's a MAME version because I hit a button and the MAME like overlay came up, so it's running MAME inside this browser thing. Yeah, it doesn't say much about it, but yeah, I might try and look and see if there's other games that might have been implemented into MAME that I could play through and install that's not on archive.org. But this is the only one that has a browser instance. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I really need to stop for today. My voice is giving out. Oh, what a great little capper to our Sonic journey, though. And given, if you missed it earlier, the creator of the McOrigins collection also made a Playdate game that is a Sonic fan game. You might want to check that out. It's called Sonic Driftmania. But yeah, I recommend checking out the Sonic McOrigins Plus collection. Oh, you already have it installed. That's great. I should have known. Good on you. Oh, yeah, I gotta go. But thanks for joining me, and thanks for accompanying me on this whole Sonic journey I've been on. It's been a real trip. I've kind of run out of Sonic games, so we'll see what I'm going to do next week. I will figure something out. If there's a possibility to tack some other Sonic thing on, I'll try and find it. Otherwise, yeah, I can just dip into my vast backlog and see what I come up with. So until then, see you later. And yeah, thanks. I guess, yeah, thanks once again to Difegue for doing all the work on making these Happy Meal toys playable. It's really, really cool to see. Okay, bye-bye.